Hello there, my Scorpio gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Melissa bringing you your love reading for Enchanted Emerald here for August 18th through the 25th. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button below so that you're in the know of all of the amazing content as it comes out. As always, I start here, of course, with the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And for August 18th and 19th, we have the Two of Wands. So I definitely feel overall, as I tap into your energy here, Scorpio, we do have a feeling of a pivot, right? A changing of direction. I do feel as though what you're looking for is something that's rare, something that's like 1 in a million, okay? And don't we all want that? And don't we all deserve that, right? We want something that is so true and so wonderful and something we haven't yet experienced. And I feel like you're gonna know exactly when you come across that, but I feel like a little bit like you're bored with things. And so you're looking outside of the castle. You just wanna know what else is out there right now, okay? And I do feel as though you're going to come across some situations where you're going to just feel like absolutely not a chance. And that's really what I'm feeling is coming up this week for you, okay? So I do feel like this whole like moving in the direction, changing of direction, I feel, what I feel is like someone's going to bob and the other is going to weave. So you're going to be like missing each other, but purposefully, right? You don't want that. And so I feel as though, it's a feeling where you're just feeling like this is toxic, this isn't for me, and this isn't what I want, or this isn't what I want anymore. And so what you're looking for is completely new and different, something that's completely changed. And I do feel overall like, I feel like there's this like, take my advice. And I was shown this like grass. It was so lush and so green and so soft. You could think almost that it was like fake, right? It was just so beautiful and there was no weeds in it or anything. And so I feel like with this, it's spirit saying, take my advice, but I feel like the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it is the message here with this Two of Wands. So be mindful that it will be, your grass will be greener where you're putting your emotional investment. So, and also, you have to be placing your bets on what you feel is workable, what's doable for you. So you can be overwhelmed with emotions this week. And I do feel as though when you get to that point, you have to be able to still roll with the tides, right? As they come in and they kind of sweep you off your feet a little bit, you have to be able to adapt and adjust and go with the flow. But be mindful that where you are putting your emotional investments, that's where you're going to get your emotional return as well. And that's where you're going to feel like you're wanted, like you're needed, like this is worth your time and your effort and your energy, and it's giving back to you. It's feeding your soul and not taking from it in terms of what is toxic and what's not, right? And using that word toxic, that's something that's really, it's kind of a harsh word, but that's what came through. So that's just how I'm presenting it to you. As we move into Friday, Saturday, we have the Knight of Wands. Actually, 4 cards came out for Friday, Saturday. We have the Knight of Wands with the Devil. The Devil is that like definitely bringing a different cycle, the same cycle, where you're just like tired of the same old thing. The Page of Pentacles and then the Two of Pentacles. So juggling something toward the end of the week there. So I definitely feel as though I feel someone's like looking at you sideways, right? Like you're the one with the problem here. But I do feel as though what I was shown, it was like a typical bar scene where everybody's out there just getting their groove on, just having fun, having some drinks, things like that, where you're maybe even like approached by somebody and it's like they're bringing this like what's up G-talk type to you, and you're like, it's a huge turn off to you. It's not even respectable. You ain't even with it. And so I feel like they just don't understand your value, and I feel like it's a little bit of an immature type energy. And so you're just like, man, they're attractive, I see that, but like also are they on my level? Can they be respectable enough to me? Can they see my value? And so, but because they approached you that way, that you might have completely brushed them off, and now that's why they're looking at you sideways. They're like, what's your problem, right? Like, I didn't do anything, right? And so I feel like you're completely disgusted with that, and you brush them off as like, they're ordinary. And so you kind of let it go. And so I feel as though, you want something different, and so you have to start moving different. You have to start acting different in order to draw in something different. And I feel that that's where you're at. You're just like, okay, you're the same old, and like, this is it for me. And so when we start to talk about how to draw something in different, we have to start looking at where is it that you're going that's drawing in that same thing, right? And so is this the same scene as you're always going to? Because maybe you should start looking in different areas, right? Maybe you're hoping to meet somebody different, but you're going to the same place, right? And so that's where you have to kind of look at your overall big picture item, right? Like, in where you're changing up your whole game. And so that's really something to be mindful of as you move into this Friday and Saturday. Okay, so then we move into Sunday, the 22nd and 23rd. Sunday, Monday, we have the Five of Cups here. So really with this, I really feel Spirit's just saying, look, surrender to this situation. Yes, you're going to have some emotions, a lot of emotions. Actually, I do feel as though there's a potential here for you to allow yourself to get swept away with the emotions. See that river running in the back of this here? And you're kind of like crying about like the past, right? This is what the Five of Cups is. You're very focused on things you've lost, things that have happened, right? You're not focused on the opportunities that's coming in for you. And so where I feel here is you are getting swept up in that emotion. There's a reminder here from Spirit for you to play it cool, right? And so allow yourself to feel the feels, allow yourself to release those things, but then be mindful to not let yourself sit in that energy, but to like turn your attention back to, what do I have going right? What do I have that's going good for me? And how can I refocus my life into drawing in what it is that I really would like? And so that's a beautiful thing. All right. And then we move into Tuesday, Wednesday, the 24th, 25th. We have the Lovers with the Page of Swords. So I definitely feel here, Spirit saying easy peasy, right? And I just feel like the energy softens a bit as you move at the, toward the end of your full week here. And so as you're heading into Tuesday, Wednesday of next week there, the 24th, 25th, the energy does soften a bit for you. And where, I feel as though you could literally be having somebody ask you to go for a nice walk in the park, or you could, want to go for a walk in the park, because I do feel like this could be very good for you in terms of, clearing your mind. And in this walk in the park, whether you are actually going with somebody or you're meeting somebody there, I feel as though there's going to be a conversation that you have with somebody that's going to help you to get some clarity. I feel as though you're going to have a conversation, something is going to come up, and you're going to get this moment of like, aha, there it is. And so it's just going to help you to be a little bit more poignant in terms of like what it is that you're looking for, or maybe like how things have been transpiring, and in terms of where it is that you can focus your energy a little bit better. Because your overall advice here was the Magician card. You have everything that it takes to get what you want out of this situation. And I do feel as though all of these little things that keep happening, they could be really aggravating to you. But it's just kind of like defining that compass just a little bit more each time in terms of what it is that you want and how you can get that. Okay. Now I do feel like that it's like, you have this like loosely defined idea of like, what you want in a partner. And, each time you have these encounters with someone, you're like, I definitely don't want that, so you're just like recreating your image just a little bit more of what it is that's like your perfect person. And I think that you're eventually going to get to a space where you know exactly what you want, and you're going to be able to like filter through people a little bit more easily, so that you're one in a million yeah, it becomes a little bit more of a clearer picture. And so you'll be able to draw that to you just a little bit more easily, right? And so I really feel like it's going to push you just enough, like push you in the right direction to become more defined. Because when you have such a loosely defined idea of what it is that you want in a mate, you're kind of calling in all of these different experiences. And it's just so frustrating because, you know, Spirit's like, you asked for that, or you have an idea that that's what you want, right? And so all these things are just showing up, and they're not exact co-creations that you've created with Spirit. It's just an idea, some loose idea or term that you have in your mind that's like labeled on this person that you want. And so he's stepping in your power in terms of how you co-create the love life that you want, right? And so, you know, with this conversation with this person that you're going to be having, I do feel that this person is somebody that you always rely on in terms of like when you get in a jam. I do feel like this conversation is going to be good to help you just clear your mind, though. And so this is somebody that maybe you speak to often, and maybe you know exactly who I'm talking about, but I feel like just having a conversation with that person, whether you're actually walking in the park or not, Spirit did show me like the Ace of Spades. So typically speaking, I do feel there's just so much worry and stuff on your mind. And I feel like just clearing that can even, having that conversation and getting things off your mind can, you know, help you to get a little bit more clearer in terms of what your vision would look like. So I know that's a lot, and I hope that that helps you in some way or another here, Scorpio. And as always, not all general readings can resonate for everybody. So if this is your message, please take it, take what resonates, and leave the rest. And as always, if you're looking for your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com, or you can hit me up in my Square site and purchase a reading, and I will reach out to you. So that will be down in the description box below. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day.